2000 vocabulary words, set 18. Reverse. To overturn. To send in the opposite direction. To move backwards. Revise. To check something and make changes to make sure that it is acceptable. To change or amend. To alter. Revision. A modification or edit of something. The act of looking over something that one has done. Revolution. A huge change in something, such as a political organization or country. The circular movement around a certain celestial body. A complete cycle. A very important change in the way people act. Rhetoric. A style of speaking or writing that is intended to influence people and that may not be honest or reasonable. The art, skill, or study of using language formally and effectively in speaking or writing. Rhetorical. Of, relating to, or concerned with the art of speaking or writing that is effective or intended to influence, persuade, or impress people and that may not be honest or reasonable. Ribald. Vulgar or indecent, rude or lewd, but in a humorous way. Rife. Prevalent or abundant. Widespread, common. Full of, something. Rigid. Stiff. Hard. Unyielding or not able to be bent. Unable to be changed or modified. Rigor. Strictness, harshness, or severity. Exactitude. Inflexibility. Robust. Healthy. Hardy or strong. Sturdy and able to withstand detrimental conditions. Successful. Role. The part that a performer in theater acts out. One's proper function in society. A person's function. Rouse. Wake, someone, from sleep. Cause, someone who is tired, lazy, or unwilling to do something, to become active. Make angry or excited, as to anger or action, stir up. Nautical, pull or haul strongly and altogether, especially by hand. Route. A course or path of travel. A course that certain forms of transport follow habitually. A way of achieving something. Ruminate. To think about something carefully over a long period of time. To meditate on. To chew on cud. Ruse. A trick is used with the intent of confusing or deceiving someone. A plan used to hide one's own intentions. Sacrosanct. Something that is considered to be sacred. Something considered far too important to be subjected to changes. Sagacious. Having or showing acute mental discernment and keen practical sense and the ability to make good practical decisions. Sagacity. The quality of being discerning, sound in judgment, and far-sighted based on practical knowledge and experience. Sage. A plant used to flavor food. Having or exhibiting wisdom and calm judgment, especially as a result of great experience. Salacious. Lustful or obscene. Containing sexual content. Salient. Of utmost importance, prominent, notable. Protruding beyond a line or surface. Jumping. Salubrious. Healthy. Wholesome. Beneficial to one's health. Salutary. Beneficial. Favorable to one's health. Bringing about good effects or improvement. Sanctimonious. Pretending to be morally better than other people, excessively or hypocritically pious. Sanction. Official permission or approval, as for an action. A threat to punish someone for breaking a law or rule. An official order, such as the limiting or stopping of trade, that is taken against a country in order to force it to obey international laws. Sanctity. The state or quality of being holy, sacred, or saintly. The quality of being very important, valuable, and deserving respect. Sanguine. Cheerfully optimistic, hopeful, or confident, especially in a difficult situation. Sardonic. Demonstrating a lack of respect for another person or what they have said or done. Mocking. Sneering. Cynical. Sate. Satisfy, an appetite, desire, etc., fully. Satiate. Satisfy, an appetite or desire, fully so that you could not have any more. Having had enough or more than enough. Satire. The use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize someone or something and make them seem foolish, weak, bad, etc. Saturate. Make something completely wet with water or other liquid so that no more can be absorbed. Cause a substance to combine with, dissolve, or hold the greatest possible amount of another substance. Saturnine. Very serious and unhappy, gloomy, taciturn. Savant. A person with a high level of knowledge or skill, especially a distinguished scientist. Scale. To climb a surface that is steep. To set something according to a scale or measure something by a scale. To remove something in layers or scales. Scanty. Very small in size or amount, and less than is needed, insufficient, not enough. Of clothing, revealing, skimpy. Scapegoat. A person who is blamed in place of others for something that is not their fault or doing. Scathing. Severely critical, bitterly severe, as a remark, very harsh. Scenario. A possible situation. A written description or outline of a play, movie or other theater-based work. Schedule. To arrange for something, to make arrangements. To plan for something. To make plans. Scheme. An elaborate plan that is devised in order to gain something and, often, trick people. An official plan. Scintillating. Very clever, amusing, and interesting. Sparkling or shining brightly. Scope. The range of one's perceptions, thoughts, or actions, extent, bound. Scrupulous. Very careful about doing something correctly, giving a lot of attention to details. Careful about doing what is honest and morally right. Scrutinize. Examine or inspect something closely, thoroughly, and very carefully. Scurrilous. Fond of using coarse or indecent language. Foul-mouthed or obscene. Slanderous. Scuttle. To move across a surface hurriedly with short steps. To scurry. Section. A piece of something. A part of a whole object. A smaller part of a book or a newspaper. Sector. A division of a society or an economy. A part of something that is different from others. Secure. Safe. Free from danger or worry. Strong or stable. Security. Safety. A general freedom from risks. Sedulous. Showing continued hard work, effort, dedication, and determination. Seek. To look for. To try and discover. To search for. To try to obtain, permission, etc. Select. Preferred. Of a special value or importance. Exclusive. Discriminating. Only the best. Self-righteous. Having or showing a strong belief that your ideas and behavior are totally correct or morally better than those of other people, especially in a way that annoys other people. Self-seeking. Having or showing concern for one's own needs and interests, especially without concern for the needs or interests of others. Self-serving. Having or showing concern for one's own needs and interests, especially without concern for the needs or interests of others. Seminary. An institution of higher education where people train to be religious leaders, such as preachers, priests or rabbis. An institution of higher education for girls. Sentinel. A person or an animal that guards a certain location. A sentry, someone who keeps watch. Sequence. The order or pattern in which things happen or take place. A set of things that is put in a specific order. Sequester. To take someone's property until they have paid their debts or complied with an order. To seclude or segregate. To hide something away. Serendipity. The fact of finding interesting or valuable things by chance, unexpected and fortunate discoveries. Accidental good fortune or luck. Serene. Tranquil, peaceful or calm. Bright or clear. Untroubled or unaffected. Series. A sequence of things. A set of related objects. A collection of episodes of a television show that use the same characters in different situations. Serrated. Possessing a row of tooth-like sharp points along its edge. Saw-like. Servile. Too eager to serve, please, or obey others. Of a slave or slaves. Shift. A slight change in something. A change. A period of approximately 8 hours during which workers perform their jobs. Shrewd. Having or showing sharp powers to understand things and to make good judgments in practical affairs. Astute. Shroud. Something that covers or hides something, hide from view. A cloth used to wrap a body for burial, wrap for burial. Take shelter or harbor. Significant. Quite important. Suggesting or showing a meaning. Noticeable or detectable. Noteworthy. Similar. Related to something else. Nearly the same, but not exactly the same. Comparable. Simile. The use of a phrase that describes something by comparing it to something else, always including the words as or like. Simulate. To reproduce a situation. To feign. To do something that looks as if it is real when it truly is not. Site. A place where something can be found or where something is located. Skeptical. Having, showing or marked by doubt. Doubting. Questioning. Skirmish. A short or small battle. A minor fight in a much larger conflict. A squabble or a short argument. Slight. Small in size, degree, or amount. Treat with disrespect or indifference, treat as unimportant. Slipshod. Especially of a piece of work, showing a lack of care, thought, or organization. Careless in dress, manners, style, etc., untidy or slovenly, shabby. Sluggard. A person who is habitually lazy. A slothful person. An idler. Smelt. To get metal from its ore by heating it. Solace. Give comfort to in sorrow, misfortune, or trouble. Sole. The bottom part of a foot or shoe. The bottom part of an object such as a golf club or a plow. Solely. Exclusively. Alone, not involving anyone or anything else. exclusively. Solicit. To ask for something, often through a formal process. To petition. Solicitous. Showing care, attention, or concern about someone's health, feelings, safety, etc. Showing anxious desire, eager. Somber. Very sad and serious, gloomy, depressing or grave. Dull or dark in color, especially gray or black. Somewhat. Slightly. A little bit. To a certain degree. Somnambulist. A person who walks around while they are asleep. A sleepwalker. Somnolent. Drowsy or sleepy. Inducing sleep or sleepiness. Causing sluggishness. Sophistry. The clever use of reasoning or arguments that seem true but are really false, especially with the intention of deceiving. Sophomoric. Amateur yet overly confident in one's abilities. Puerile. Pretentious and juvenile. Soporific. Causing sleep, drowsy. Source. The place in which something originates or which someone comes from. A point or place of origin. A person who provides information. Sparse. Not dense or thick. Small in amount and not dense or crowded. Scanty. Spartan. Avoiding luxury and comfort, rigorously self-disciplined or self-restrained. Specific. Clear and precise. Special. Particular, relating to one specific person, group or thing. Unique. Specified. Defined. Thoroughly commented or explained. Expressly stated. Specify. To designate. To state in an explicit manner. To be specific. Specious. Seeming to be right or true, but in fact wrong or false.